Hello, I'm Sarah of Macra-Made with Love. I make eco-friendly home decor and accessories using recycled materials. In today's video, I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes look at some of the things that I use when I'm making macrame. It should hopefully be a really useful video to anyone wanting to get into the craft of macrame. I'm going to show you the things that I find are really useful and helpful. I'm going to go through my yarns, talk about the different types of yarn, and I'll also talk about where I get my yarns from too. So hopefully you will find this video useful. If you've got any questions or anything, please feel free to put them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. Let's get into the video. So the first thing I would 100% recommend you get if you're looking to make macrame is one of these macrame boards. They are made of foam. They've got these little splits on the side so that you can hook your yarn into them to hold it in place if you want to. Also, obviously, because they're made of foam, you can pin into them really easily. When I first started macrame, I was using a cork board, which was good and obviously inexpensive if you've already got one. But these foam boards, I would 100% recommend you to get one of these if you can. The next thing is pins, which you can use on that foam board. These pins have literally, I think they were my grandma's. They've been around for years, so you don't need to be, investing in anything crazy. Just a standard dressmaking pin with a nice little colourful top there. These are definitely my favourite kind of pins and they are invaluable. Now, scissors. I will put the link below in the description as to the ones that I use. These are the ones that I first started with. They are Fiskars. They were really good scissors, but they did blunt up quite quickly, I found. They're really comfy to use and they're definitely great if you're not doing too much. But these are the ones I use now. You can see how much I love them because I've got two pairs. As I say, I'll put the link to the exact scissors I use in the description. But they're Fiskars again, and these ones have got a safety cover on the end because they really are very sharp. They're really big, nice, chunky scissors, great to hold, great to use, and they will cut through all types of yarn, all thicknesses of yarn. Really, really good. Obviously put the safety cover back on there when you're finished because they really are sharp. And then I think it's really handy to have a small pair of scissors as well. As you can see, these are really well used. Pretty much had these from the beginning as well. These are Fiskars brand as well. And if I can find the link to where I got them, I will also put that in the description. But it's really handy to have a smaller pair if you've got fiddly little things to chop. Now, I'm sure you've got loads of these around the house. You probably don't know where they are. I never know where mine are either, but tape measures. As you can see, I've got loads of them, centimetres, inches, long ones, short ones. Honestly, you can't have too many tape measures. And yeah, these dressmaker ones are good because you can hang them around your neck. You can also just hang them up on your board. But as I say, I generally never know where they are. So if you ask me, you can never have too many. A pegboard. This is an IKEA pegboard. I could probably actually do with one much bigger than this, but this is the one I'm dealing with. I've literally just got it attached up on my kitchen wall, and then you can just get all sorts of different hooks and clips and just any sort of accessories. I've got pens on there. I use it as an everyday notice board as well. It's normally got my calendar hanging on it. And then at the bottom here, it's really useful because you can actually also attach S-hooks in, which are completely invaluable when you're making macrame, because obviously a lot of macrame work is hanging, wall hangings, plant hangers, etc. So these S-hooks, I just slip them into the pegboard, and I've got so many S-hooks around, all different thicknesses, sizes. Doesn't really matter. You just need something that you can hang your work up onto, and the S-hooks work perfectly on this pegboard. If you don't have a pegboard, of course, you can just use any sort of hanging bar. This is a towel rail that I attached to the inside of my under the stairs cupboard. This is actually where I did the majority of my macrame work when I first started. I also sometimes use a pull-up bar over the door, or also just attaching an S-hook onto a kitchen cupboard. Just anywhere where you can stand and hang your work up. Now, this storage unit is invaluable. It is literally metal pieces, squares that you just clip together in any formation you want. So easy to put together, and you can move it around, change the formation of it as you want. As you can see, it holds a lot. It fits the nice cubey boxes on there as well. I've got yarn and books and half-finished projects and things. So it really is a great storage unit for all sorts of crafts and items, really. So now let's just take a look at the yarn. This brand, Welcome Yarn, is honestly one of the best brands I've ever found for macrame yarn. It is made with recycled fibres. It's cotton. This one is a single twist in 3mm, and it is just the best for all sorts of macrame. It's a really great budget friendly. I think it's about £8.99 for 200 metres. So it really is a good price, and it's one of the first ones that I started with. It's an absolute staple. You can make all sorts with that. So this one, Bobony, is another great brand. Also 3mm single, also recycled cotton. And this is one that I always called a premium yarn. So it is quite a bit more expensive. I think it's about £12 for 100 metres. It's quite a bit more expensive than the Welcome yarn, but you can definitely see a difference. So they're notoriously hard to find the end on a Bobony skein. So I'll get one that's already started so that you can compare. So this is still a single twist, still 3mm recycled cotton. But as you can see, it does seem to be it is more of a premium quality to the Welcome yarn. So you do get what you paid for. They do both brush out, but the Bobony definitely brushes out on the ends a bit more neatly than the Welcome yarn. But these 3mm single twists are just perfect for anything really. Wall hangers, plant hangers, absolute basic yarns for most things. This one again is 3mm, but it's what they call a 3-ply. So you can see it's a bit more like a rope, a string. It's twisted there. Also brushes out, slightly chunkier, but good for plant hangers and wall hangings as well. A nice staple macrame yarn to have in your collection, and that natural colour just works perfectly for everything. So another yarn here that I'm going to show you is from another of my favourite brands. It's called Lovely Cottons. Again, it's recycled cotton, and this one is a braided yarn. So as you can see, it's a bit more, it's like a shoelace, and this one is called Rainbow. I love this colour. It's really, really nice variegated yarn. And if I can find the end, I will show you that this one's braided. It just sort of frays on the end. You can't brush this one out. So this one won't work for like feathers and anything that you want to brush out. It's slightly stretchy. I like that one for bottle holders and wristlet keychains and things like that. And then this one here is also a braided yarn, but it's just thinner. It's 1.5mm thickness. This one is by a UK brand called Woolly Whatnot. So that's the same braided yarn, but thinner. And this one is again 1.5mm thickness, but this is a single twist one again. So you could technically brush it out, but it's so thin, it might take you a while. This brand is called Hooked, and they make the most gorgeous, colourful yarns. So you can see there the size difference. The green one is 1.5mm thickness, and the rainbow is 3mm thickness. And so this is a classic for Macramé, jute. It is made from natural fibres. This one's 3mm thickness, but you can get it in all sorts of thicknesses. And this is literally a classic for just plant hangers. That's basically what I make with this one. And then the next one here, t-shirt yarn. This is great if you're being eco-friendly. You can literally make this yourself. It is literally made from an old t-shirt. As you can see there, it's a bit stretchy. It's nice and wide. These are great for bottle holders, key rings. It's lovely and chunky, and because it's made from old t-shirts, you can get all sorts of fun patterns. It's a really nice, forgiving yarn to use for all sorts of different things. And then this one, so if you're intending to make macrame rainbows, this is great. This is a single twist by Bobony, and it's a 9mm thickness, so it's lovely and chunky, and it really brushes out nicely. Perfect for the centre arch of macrame rainbows. Now, wooden rings, plant hangers, generally use a wooden ring, and you really don't need to be paying out a lot of money for specific craft rings that I've sometimes seen go for £1, £1.50 each. I literally buy secondhand curtain rings. So obviously they've got the little metal bit on it, but you can just unscrew that out, and they are perfect, especially if you're trying to be eco-friendly as well. Repurposing things that might otherwise have been thrown away, such a good way to be eco-friendly. These ones, as you can see, they're brand new, but I bought them secondhand. So you can get them for anywhere between sort of 20p and 50p a ring. So they're really budget friendly. And yeah, they might otherwise have been thrown away. They're not going to get used. So it's a really good way to be budget friendly and eco-friendly in your crafts. And Macramé uses wooden rings in so many things. So I really hope that you found this video to be useful. If there's anything else that you would like to see, any questions that you've got that you want to ask me, please do let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. See you in the next one.